Have you ever wondered about the subtle physical cues a woman might display when she's feeling attracted to you? Well, you're in luck because today we'll be exploring 9 fascinating physical reactions women often exhibit when they're interested in you. So, let's dive in and discover the secret language of female body language. Before we get rolling, for those of you looking to rethink your dating approach, why not take advantage of a free strategy call? Find the link in the description or pinned comment. 1. Adjusting her bra strap. One of the subtle physical cues a woman might display when she's feeling attracted to you is adjusting her bra strap. This could be a quick, almost unconscious movement where she slides her finger under the strap and repositions it slightly. While this gesture might seem insignificant, it can actually be a sign that she's feeling a bit self-conscious or wants to ensure she's looking her best in your presence. Pay attention to when and how she adjusts her bra strap. Is it a subtle, almost imperceptible movement, or does she make a more obvious show of it? Does she do it while maintaining eye contact with you or when she thinks you're not looking? These nuances can give you insight into her level of comfort and the intentionality behind the gesture. Keep in mind that adjusting a bra strap isn't always a surefire sign of attraction. It could simply be a matter of comfort or a habit she's developed. However, when combined with other body language cues and signs of interest, it can be a subtle indication that she's feeling a spark of attraction towards you. 2. Scratching lightly. Another subtle physical reaction a woman might have when she's feeling attracted to you is lightly scratching at her skin. This could manifest as gentle, almost absent-minded scratching on her arm, neck, or leg, often with just 1 or 2 fingers. This behavior is often a sign of nervousness or heightened emotional arousal, which can be indicators of attraction. When you notice her lightly scratching, pay attention to the context and her overall body language. Is she leaning towards you, maintaining eye contact, or showing other signs of engagement? These additional cues can help you determine whether her scratching is indeed a sign of attraction or simply a nervous habit. It's important to note that everyone has different nervous tics and habits, and scratching could be a regular behavior for her. However, if you notice that she tends to scratch more frequently or intensely when she's around you compared to other situations, it could be a subtle sign that she's feeling a heightened sense of emotion or attraction in your presence. 3. Tracing patterns on skin. A fascinating physical reaction a woman might display when she's feeling attracted to you is tracing patterns or shapes on her own skin. This could involve using her fingers to lightly draw circles, lines, or other abstract shapes on her arm, thigh, or any other exposed area of skin. This behavior is often a sign of self-soothing or an attempt to release pent-up nervous energy. When you notice her tracing patterns on her skin, pay attention to the situation and her overall demeanor. Is she doing it while engaged in conversation with you? Or is it more of an absent-minded action while she's listening? Does the pattern tracing seem to intensify during certain points of your interaction? These observations can give you clues about her emotional state and level of comfort around you. Keep in mind that tracing patterns on one's skin isn't always a guaranteed sign of attraction. Some people do this as a regular habit or as a way to focus their thoughts. However, if you notice that she tends to engage in this behavior more frequently or intensely when she's around you, it could be a subtle indication that she's feeling a heightened sense of emotional arousal or attraction in your presence. 4. Pulling her hair back. One of the more noticeable physical reactions a woman might have when she's feeling attracted to you is pulling her hair back in a slow, deliberate manner. This gesture could involve running her fingers through her hair, sweeping it to one side, or gathering it up into a ponytail. When done in a slow, almost sensual way, this action can be a powerful nonverbal cue of attraction. Pay attention to how she pulls her hair back and the context in which she does it. Is it a quick, practical motion to get her hair out of her face? Or does she seem to linger on the action, making it more of a display? Does she maintain eye contact with you while doing it? Or does she seem to be drawing attention to her neck and face? These nuances can give you insight into the intentionality behind the gesture. Keep in mind that playing with one's hair can also be a sign of nervousness or a self-soothing behavior. However, when a woman pulls her hair back in a slow, deliberate way while interacting with you, it's often a strong indication that she's feeling a sense of attraction and wants to showcase her features in a flattering way. Enjoying the video? Give it a like and tell us what you think. And if you're looking for tailored advice, our free dating strategy call will teach you how to meet more women and confidently navigate the dating scene. Reserve your session through the pinned comment. 5. Soft moans or sighs. A more intimate and easily missed physical reaction a woman might have when she's feeling attracted to you is letting out soft, almost inaudible moans or sighs. These sounds are often involuntary and can occur when she's in close proximity to you, such as when you're hugging, dancing, or sharing a moment of physical closeness. These soft moans or sighs are often a sign of contentment, pleasure, or intense emotional arousal. They indicate that she's feeling a strong sense of comfort and connection with you, and her body is responding in a visceral way. Pay attention to when and how she makes these sounds. Are they soft, breathy, and almost imperceptible? Or are they more pronounced and noticeable? Does she seem to be aware of making them, or do they slip out unconsciously? These details can give you a sense of the depth of her attraction and the level of intimacy she feels with you. Keep in mind that not everyone expresses their emotions or attraction through sound, and some people may be more vocally expressive than others. Additionally, ambient noise can easily drown out these subtle sounds, so they're often easier to notice in quieter, more intimate settings. If you do catch these soft moans or sighs, take them as a promising sign of her growing attraction and comfort with you. 6. Flaring her fingers. Another intriguing physical reaction a woman might display when she's feeling attracted to you is flaring her fingers. This gesture involves spreading her fingers wide, almost as if she's stretching them out, when she places her hands on a surface like a table or her own thigh. This unconscious action is often a sign of heightened emotional arousal and can indicate a strong desire to connect or engage with you. When you notice her flaring her fingers, pay attention to the context and her overall body language. Is she leaning towards you, maintaining strong eye contact, or showing other signs of engagement? These additional cues can help you gauge the significance of the finger flaring and determine whether it's a sign of attraction or simply a habit. Keep in mind that everyone has different ways of expressing themselves, and some people may naturally have more expressive hand gestures than others. However, if you notice that she tends to flare her fingers more frequently or intensely when she's interacting with you compared to other situations, it could be a subtle sign that she's feeling a strong sense of attraction or a desire to connect with you on a deeper level. 7. Subtle arching of the back. A subtle yet alluring physical reaction a woman might have when she's feeling attracted to you is slightly arching her back. This gesture can occur when she's standing or sitting and involves a gentle curve of her spine that pushes her chest forward and accentuates her figure. This unconscious posturing is often a way of drawing attention to her body and can be a sign of sexual or romantic interest. When you notice her arching her back, consider the context and her overall demeanor. Is she doing it while engaged in conversation with you, or is it a more general posture she maintains throughout the interaction? Does the arching seem to intensify during certain points of your discussion, or when you compliment her? These observations can give you clues about the intentionality behind the action and whether it's a sign of attraction. It's important to note that some people naturally have a more pronounced arch to their back, and this posture may be a regular part of how they hold themselves. However, if you notice that she tends to arch her back more noticeably or frequently when she's around you, it could be a subtle indication that she's feeling a sense of attraction and wants to present herself in a more alluring way. 8. Standing on tiptoes. An endearing physical reaction a woman might have when she's feeling attracted to you is standing on her tiptoes. This gesture is particularly noticeable in crowded places, or when there's a height difference between you two. When she rises up on her toes, it can be a sign that she wants to be closer to you or to create a sense of intimacy in the conversation. Pay attention to when and how she stands on her tiptoes. Does she do it consistently throughout the interaction, or only during certain moments? Does she maintain eye contact while on her toes, or does she seem to be trying to whisper something to you? These nuances can give you insight into the motivation behind the action, and whether it's a sign of attraction or simply an attempt to be heard in a loud environment. Keep in mind that standing on tiptoes can also be a way of asserting oneself or trying to appear taller and more confident. However, when a woman does this specifically when interacting with you in couples, it with other signs of interest, such as leaning in close or maintaining strong eye contact, it can be a charming indication that she's feeling a spark of attraction and wants to create a sense of connection. 9. Wetting her lips. A final and particularly alluring physical reaction a woman might display when she's feeling attracted to you is wetting her lips. This involves using her tongue to lightly moisten her lips, often in a subtle and unconscious manner. When done repeatedly or in a prolonged way, this action can be a strong sign of sexual or romantic interest. Pay attention to how and when she wets her lips. Is it a quick, darting motion of the tongue, or a slower, more sensual action? Does she do it while holding eye contact with you, or is it more of an absent-minded gesture? These details can give you clues about the intentionality behind the action and the depth of her attraction. Wetting one's lips can also be a sign of nervousness or a reaction to dry lips, so it's essential to consider the context and look for other complementary signs of interest. However, when a woman frequently wets her lips while interacting with you, particularly in a slow or sensual manner, it's often a potent indication that she's feeling a strong sense of attraction and is subconsciously drawing attention to her mouth, which can be a highly erotic and inviting gesture. So now that you know how to spot those physical signs, what's next for you? Discover what women do to seduce a guy, or learn how to tell if women think you're good looking. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.